Hey guys, welcome back to Murad on Run, and today we're outside the INSEAD campus, INSEAD Singapore. As you guys would already know, INSEAD ranks top 10 in almost all the rankings. But then, is INSEAD Singapore worth studying in? We will be talking about the ranking of INSEAD, we will be talking to the people here at INSEAD, and finally decide who should be coming here for INSEAD Singapore, and does it actually make sense to study here? Without further ado, let's directly jump into it.
Why INSEAD? Actually, it's why not INSEAD? For me, INSEAD was my number one choice.
More than that, it's the quality of the education.
INSEAD offers a very unique 10-month program, which gives you a very, very good return from an investment perspective.
And so INSEAD was really a perfect fit for me.
In today's video, we will be covering INSEAD Singapore campus. Now, the thing with INSEAD is, let's suppose you want to go for an MIM course in INSEAD, you have to spend 6 months in France, 6 months in Singapore. Right now, we're covering the Singapore campus, and next, we will be covering the France campus. Now, with regards to INSEAD and MBA, it is also for 10 months. Again, it is your choice whether you want to spend some time in Singapore, some time in France, and finally, decide where you want to spend majority of the time in, or you can all spend time in one place. But for the MIM course, you have to spend some time here as well. Now let's talk about the average work experience here at INSEAD. Now, people with 1 or 2 years of work experience are 7%, 3 to 5 years of work experience are 30%, 6 to 7 years of work experience are 36%, and over 7 years of work experience are 27%. The total MBA graduates here are 1,000. So 500 they take in one intake, 500 they take in the second intake. With regards to gender distribution, it is somewhere between 60 to 65% male to 40 to 35% female. Average age of a student is 29 years for an MBA, and ideally for an MIM graduate, the average age is 1 or 2 years of work experience, so that is 21 or 22, max 23. But beyond that, they do not expect you to apply for an MIM. So if you have more than 2 years of work experience, you should not be applying for an MIM at INSEAD. Then you should ideally be looking at the MBA course. Now let's finally give the final rank INSEAD and compare it with NUS and NTU and see where INSEAD ranks. So with regards to the majors available, INSEAD is very specific with their MBA and MIM. So I absolutely love that thing. They're very specific about their MBA and MIM. They have other courses also, but very specific about MBA and MIM. And the more laser focus that you have for few things, the better it is. So 5 out of 5 points for that. With regards to affordability, it is slightly a bit on the expensive side. So if you're coming for an MBA, you'll be spending somewhere around $97,000. If you're coming for an MIM, you'll be spending euros, and you'll be spending somewhere around 48,000 euros. 45 lakh Indian rupees to 90 lakh Indian rupees, which is definitely expensive. So in terms of affordability, I'll be giving it a 6. Location advantage, it is 1 hour away from Paris, and that INSEAD team tells me that that is very intentional. And Singapore, it is very well located here in Singapore, and since you get to experience 2 different locations, I'll be giving it full points. So 5 out of 5 for location. On campus facility, we do not have a living area here. We do have a residence hall, but that's not for students, so that's something else. So that's not for students. But yeah, many recreational activities also. They do understand that many people would be MBA graduates, so many things going on for people who have their better halves coming with them, people who have the children with them. So out of 5 points, I will give it a 4 point. Average salary, it's the best. I mean, after checking NUS, NTU, all of these things, I would say average salary is highest after INSEAD. So if points have to be given, 10 out of 10. No. 10 out of 10 would be a bit too good for INSEAD. So let's just give it a 9 out of 10. Now, talking about acceptance rate is slightly on the lower end. So for acceptance rate, we will be giving it a 3 out of 5. But I also feel like keeping acceptance rate low is also a good thing. Why? Because you end up getting only the best crowd, which is very important in an MBA school. International to native students, that's honestly the best point. Why? Because there are so many international students. There's nothing native, since it is a campus here in Singapore and in the France. There is no native student. Max 7 to 10% people from France, max 5 to 6% from Singapore. So that makes it very diverse. And for that, we will be giving it full points. Hey guys, welcome back to Murad on Run, and in today's video, I will be giving you a campus tour of INSEAD. The best thing here is, we're just at the MRT station and it says INSEAD this way. It's gonna be an amazing tour because we will have a guided tour by the INSEAD team itself, and we will be checking how it looks like. I am excited for this trip. Let's get started.
Always starts with the library.
Right, it's a very small and peaceful library, 24/7 access, lots of books, very comprehensive e-library as well. What's unique for students is that it's not just for them but also for their partners. So yeah, that's what the library is used for, just a very nice and quiet study space. Then we have the auditorium. This is where students normally start their journey, seats about 300 to 400 people. We also hold a lot of events and certain thought leadership seminars there. Now, for example, back in mid-November, I think we had the co-founder of Interior come here to deliver a talk on cryptocurrency. Yeah. So, we do thought leadership events like that. So these are the breakout rooms. Breakout rooms are in general for students to do pretty much anything. They can prepare for their case studies, they can do their presentations, they can even do interviews.
Okay, so interviews happen here as well.
Yeah. So the reason that they happen here is because the Career Development Center is just here. So this is that. So out of here we have this Emerging Markets Institute. So yeah, it's like I said, one of the centers of entrepreneurship, and a lot of these case studies are also used in the foundation models. So when you come on to start your MBA program, you use some of these companies like Lala, for example, and as a case study.
What do we have here?
These are individual pods. It's actually a net pod room, so to speak. So those three grey things you see are actually napping beds. Students can go there to catch a nap. Behind those three grey boards, there are another three laid out in the direction this way. So there's a total of 6 beds. And in the right corner, there's a quiet mindfulness room. So anytime you're feeling a little stressed out from, like the MBA program and all that, you can just come in here to catch a break. This open space is usually used for one of three things, right? Number one is just basic on-campus events, like cultural weeks, where students put up boards explaining their own cultures. So every intake we have 3 cultural weeks. So students get to vote on which culture they like to learn more about. Maybe they like more Lebanon, Argentina, Russia. So students from that country group together and they teach the rest of the cohort about their culture, right? And also, like sometimes you have performances. You have career fairs, such as that time when Agoda, Baidan, they were all here. They laid out their booths here. Students came here to interact with them. And also, we at the start of each intake, we normally have a CV review clinic. So we have a whole row of tables. CV review access on one side, students on the other just come in, put down 15-minute review, and they go off and the next one comes in. So they run that for like a few hours a day.
Okay,
yeah.
Right.
So up ahead is our dining and social area. So downstairs is the dining area. The food is provided by Sodexo. It's not free for students, you still have to pay like a normal canteen. We also have a kids playpen. So students can bring their kids on campus, then the partners take care of them while they're there.
Ah, nice. That's amazing.
It is. It's an extremely inclusive campus.
White dot represents alumni, yellow executive education participants, National Alumni Association in INSEAD campus. Also, I absolutely forgot, Seed team helped me a lot with this entire trip, so thank you so much Seed Global for this entire INSEAD trip. Okay, finally giving it Murad points. Honestly, the only points you should care about, and I would love to study here at INSEAD. 9 out of 10. You know I'm not gonna give it a 10. Only Howard gets a 10, guys. But yeah, 9 out of 10 because I would want to study in France and then come to Singapore for some time. Maybe I should make the application right now. Going to make the application. You guys can also go and make the application. If you want, you can check. I would leave a link if I find of their application. So yeah, you might just want to make an application here if you do find the link. That would be in the description. But then if I don't find it, then just ignore it. But then yeah, you can find the link anywhere on Google. Okay, now I'm just tired. I'll have something to eat. Bye. It would have been a really long video if I would have kept the FAQs and the interview in this video. So I will keep a separate video for that. Make sure to watch that. That's gonna be even better. This was just the review. Next is amazing video. 9 out of 10. Hey. भाई ये लोग वीडियो क्यों नहीं बनाने देते? इन लोगों को क्यों डर लगता है वीडियो बनाने से? मतलब मुझे नहीं समझ आता.
नहीं पहचान गया था कि मौत का ऐसा खेल सिर्फ बादशाह ही खेल सकता है.